Well, sometimes there's no better companion for seniors and empty nesters than a lovable furry friend. Sadly, those pets sometimes outlive their owners, and that may have been the case with today's Find a Friend Pet. So in our segment sponsored by Rascal Animal Hospital, we have some guidance for families with aging loved ones. So joining me, we have Carol Gerber, Director of Humane Society of Delaware County. Always good to have you, Carol.
Thanks, Robin. It's great to be here.
Okay, this little cutie, oh my gosh, Pip, you say is his name. So tell me Pip's story.
So Pip was found out in our front yard at the shelter a couple of weeks ago. We have a large fenced-in yard in the front that we use for playgroups. And one of our volunteers was out there getting some dog food and noticed him in the front yard. It was a rainy, cold day that day too. So somebody dropped him off out there. Luckily, somebody spotted him because a dog his size, would have been hard to see.
You never would have known.
We may not have known he was out there for a long time.
So does that happen a lot in the case of maybe older seniors, somebody has a pet and they just kind of leave it at someone's doorstep?
It does. I mean, I think it happens more often than we think. You know, like you said, people get older and they have a pet, but they haven't made provisions for that pet. So then when it comes time to deal with their estate, a lot of people are surprised to find, oh, there's a cat living here, or oh, there's a dog, what do I do now?
Right.
I don't have a plan.
Okay, so that is what we're talking about, is the plan. So if you have an aging loved one, if you yourself feel like you need to prepare for this, talk about some of the steps that we need to go through.
So the first thing you need to do is actually speak to someone about it. Try to identify someone who you think might be a good person to be responsible. Talk to your relatives, talk to a good friend that you have, or even talk to your veterinarian because they have resources too that might work for that. So get a person in mind that you'd like to make that person.
And even have a backup, you're saying, because you never know if something happens and all of a sudden that person is unable.
Right. So have a main person that you're going to go to, but then have a secondary as well, just in the event of something happening to that first person that you've identified.
The other one, have a copy of their daily and medical needs, and that's very important for any pet owner.
It is, absolutely, because anyone stepping in can, they can obviously feed and care for your dog, but what if your dog's on a daily medication or your cat's on a special diet that nobody else would know about? So we recommend that people keep that in their medical records. Just jot down, your dog's on a special food, he eats this many times a day, he takes these particular meds, and that way the people that are left can handle that.
And we know pets cost money.
They do.
So you need to make sure to provide for them even after you're gone if you want somebody to take care of them.
Right. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money, but it can be a small provision that you make in your will that just kind of gets somebody started in taking care of that animal for you, just to kind of get them through that interim period until we find a new home for that dog or cat.
Right, that transition. And you mentioned add to your will, put it in your will. Absolutely. You need to make sure that all of this is written down somewhere.
Right, because you don't want to leave that to chance. And you can speak to your family about it, but unless it's written down, it may not be followed, and we wouldn't want to leave your animal in that kind of a situation.
And as you kind of alluded to, ask your vet and somebody in the animal world maybe, because I'm sure rescues, shelters, there are people that you can make provisions for things if there isn't somebody in your immediate family that's willing to care for them.
Right, lots of veterinarians have resources that you can tap into. Contact your local animal shelter and see if they have a program. Some shelters do. If they have space available for that, they will help you with that as well.
All right, for all those people who have their lovely pets, we know the best time of the year is when they get to get their pictures with Santa, right? So that's coming up.
It is. So this Saturday, we're going to be at Oakland Nursery in Delaware. They have graciously allowed us to come in there and invade their space, and we're going to have Santa there, and he's going to be taking pictures with all of your four-legged and two-legged family members. We asked for a $10 donation. You get 2 pictures, and it all benefits the Humane Society, and you'll get them back in time to use them as Christmas cards.
I love it. So then you can come in, with your kids and your pets,
Absolutely.
make an adorable photo out of it, and for $10, you're going to help the Humane Society.
Yep.
All right. Again, Carol, how can somebody adopt Pip?
So they can come up to the shelter. We're in Delaware. We're open Tuesday through Sunday, and we'll spend some time with this adorable little boy and then take him home.
All right. We love him. Hi, Pip. I hope you get home. I mean, he's just staring at me and I'm melting. All right, Carol, Humane Society of Delaware County, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.